Something a little different here, as you may notice. This is a game from Skirmish 49, which will probably have been over for many months by the time this finally gets uploaded. So I feel perfectly safe showing our strat and our team comp and stuff. So, as you can see, lots of fast tanks, BTSV, cruiser, 1C. We were bringing a second BTSV for some of our matches. My job was to get across as quickly as possible and get up this ramp. Our 2Js and 1C were going to run in through the buildings. Cruiser scouting south, T1 sitting up by the Abbey or whatever the fuck it is. Monastery maybe. So, pushing up the hill. Thankfully they didn't have any tanks in position to shoot me in the back. Some of the other teams did. This was the first real opposition we came up against in the entire skirmish. This was, I think, our third round. Second round was technicaled out, the other team were no-shows, the first we won handily. So these guys are from Reddit, they actually provided some kind of opposition to us. So you can see that T82's in an annoying spot. I can't deal with him without exposing myself to the rest of the team and risking getting derped, so I just leave him for now. But because I can't move, I'm trapped here while the rest of my team gets torn up. The Tetrarchs they brought, while Tier 2, have very good guns. 2-pounder with gold ammo can pen pretty much everything we have, including the 2Js. The idea behind the 2Js being just tank hits, but it's not going to happen with the team comp they have. So, it's looking pretty grim right now. I'm putting my back against this wall so I can't get hit by the FCM. Hellsaw manages to kill their cruiser. I move over here so the T82 can't suddenly pop over the top and dirt me before I spot him. I see if I can spot the FCM, but no such luck. So they've rushed both their Tetrarchs into the southeast corner. I think they moved something else over there too. At the moment, I'm just sitting still, trying to work out what to do. Hellsaw's trying to get some spotting done down in the south. Our T1's just holding tight to see what they send up our side of the map. I'm just going to hit the time acceleration here because not a whole lot happens for a while. See us trying to figure out how to counter this strat the next match. This was the first of 3. Now this team's gimmick was going to be bringing 2Js and BTSVs, and so far it's worked pretty well for us. Whether or not that continues remains to be seen. As of the day of recording, we've guaranteed ourselves 4th place at the very least, which is 1,000 gold, so not bad. Faced a couple of very close matches today as well. So anyway, things start happening again. Hellsaw gets Tetrarched, our Team 1 is about to get pushed on, it's inevitable. I position myself to give what little support I can. He manages to damage a cruiser. I get some unlucky bounces. But I am able to put some damage on that cruiser before he finally disappears. T82 comes to try and dirt me. I leave it as long as possible before I turn. See the BTSV's amazing acceleration at work here. It can't turn worth a damn, but goddamn does it move quickly. So that's a T82 down. Something bounces off me from our side of the map. Probably the cruiser shooting outside of its gun's range, I would imagine. If it was the Tetrarch, that would have penned me probably. So I go now to kill the FCM pack before his buddies can come and rescue him. He gets one shot into me. I fake him out and manage to get behind him. As you can see, like I said, this thing turns like a boat, but it turns better than an FCM pack, especially one that tries to snapshot. So it's me against 5 of their guys. If this is a regular match, it would be a Kolobanov's medal if I won. So now I've got to try and get back and reset that cap. They've got 2 guys on it. They got a 3rd floating somewhere, no doubt waiting for me to get spotted. So I quickly put a shot into the cruiser. Looking for one on the Tetrarch. I managed to tag him over the cruiser's turret, and the last Tetrarch foolishly comes flying around that corner trying to get a shot on me. Doesn't happen. So I'm able to pull a win out of what looked like a certain defeat. We ended up beating this Reddit team all 3 matches, although they were all very close. They did play a lot better than most of the competition we've had. The teams we had afterwards also were fairly good. So there was a bit of a fluctuation. We rolled over the first team without even trying. The second were no-shows. Then it got hard with these guys, but if we win our, like I said, as of date of recording, if we win our match tomorrow, that guarantees us 2nd place, which is 2,500 gold, I think. And then if we can beat a simp team, I believe they are, that's 5,000 each. But we'll see how we go. Simp are quite decent. They know what they're doing. Our gimmick premium tanks might not work so well against them. We ended up modifying our strat somewhat because of this game and the games afterwards. It seems to be working quite well so far. We've only actually lost 1 match in the whole tournament thus far, which was we had one today. Hellsaw wasn't on, and I was forced to call, and I had no idea what I was doing. So we ended up losing 1 match, but then when Hellsaw turned up, I managed to call one successfully with some help from the other guys, and then Hellsaw called the remaining matches. We had 2 more because we actually managed to even out the score, and then they evened us out again, so we had to have a tie break. So hopefully by the time this goes up, I will be 5,000 gold richer, or at least 2,500 gold richer. BTSV is quite a good tournament tank, I feel. On some maps more than others. Its speed is a real asset. One of the sort of most impressive things about this tank, it's not even its top speed, it's its power to weight ratio. It has, I think it's like 37 or 38 horsepower per ton. It's more than the old T50-2 had before that was removed. So, I mean, you can imagine the effect that has on this thing. Hills may as well not exist. Bumps in the terrain, it will launch itself off anything. You probably noticed as I was coming up this ramp at the start of the game, I actually lost traction completely because my tank ramped up around the corner. It's decent in tournaments, but in pub matches it really shines. It's just a riot to play. I first became interested in this thing, well, really interested in this thing when I saw Jingle's video on it, when he was able to play it on one of the World of Tanks press accounts, and I just fell in love with it instantly. So when the chance came to get one of my own, I was all over it, and I do not regret it one bit. It is, as he said, it's an absolute dream to play. It's so much fun. Absolutely wonderful. Just so responsive. You know, if there was one thing I could do with this tank, it would be to make it able to turn a little better. The other thing it lacks is gun depression, but I mean really, that speed is just so good.